Well, so much more ahead. It is a busy morning here on Good Day Orlando, and the 8 o'clock hour starts right now.
Good Day Orlando starts now with breaking news.
We're following breaking news this morning on Good Day Orlando at 8. An abortion ban battle heading to the Florida Senate this morning. The new reaction after a controversial bill passed the Florida House overnight.
And mask rules relaxed. The change at Walt Disney World starting today, and who the park says should still be wearing them.
Also, all eyes on I-4. Why those express lanes will not stay the same price forever. And let's check in with Fox 35's David Martin. Hi, David.
Amy, hi. What does the inside of your house look like? I can guarantee you that it looks nothing like the inside of Renee Stella's East Orlando home. Nothing. That's because you're not the world's biggest Jeff Gordon fan. Do you want to go inside? I think you do. And we're going to do it live on the 8 o'clock hour of Good Day Orlando.
The number 24, David.
She must,
right.
yes.
Thank you. Well, we start this morning with some growing anticipation about those I-4 express lanes. Great to have you with us. I'm Amy Caulfield. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, Amy. It is good to see you this morning. I'm Danielle Knox, and thank you at home for joining us as well. And Good Day Orlando is answering your questions ahead of this major change to I-4. And so the Fox 35 Storm Team is bringing you live team coverage. We have meteorologist Kristen West driving along the express lanes this morning. She is in the Thunder truck. But first, let's go ahead and get to Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. He is watching the skies, also the roadways this morning. Jay, take it away.
Got you covered, ladies. Yes, welcome to the show, Central Florida. Fox 35 Storm Center. JK, what you hear? Want to give you an update. Live look out at the Port Launch Credit Union camp. Just a smattering of coastal clouds right now. There's been a few light showers. It's 72. Very mild start to the day with east winds at around 10 miles per hour. Let's get a look here. Fox 35 Storm Tracker radar. Central Florida's most powerful, most accurate live weather radar. And I'm showing again these little light showers. They're most intense over the open Atlantic, and they kind of fizzle on out as they move inland, but they're there, and I want you to know that. Part of the makeup of the overall forecast thinking and rule of thumb today is that while they're here now, they won't be later today. We'll start to dry out and really start to warm on up. And we're kind of on our way now. All numbers, all locations on that rise as we see high temps in Orlando today, making an approach into the 80s. Just some spotty drizzle around right now, some low clouds kind of here and there, but otherwise we'll tread mostly sunny and very warm as we see that southeasterly wind flow dominating the scene with widespread 80s throughout. We'll let you know about a little drop in temps for the weekend, then a sharp rise again for these area temperatures. We got that spring fling going on, and it could arrive as soon as next week. Details to come. Let's take a look at the roadways now. Got an incident here for you. This is over at Dean Road. Looks like northbound lanes there on the 408, the east-west expressway. 2 lanes are blocked there at the 408 in Dean, so we'll get you around that here. Take a look at what's doing right now. We've got a vantage point here of the inbound and outbound lanes of I-4 coming and going from downtown Orlando, westbound, eastbound lanes, and our drive times now showing that things have been a little bit chunky as far as the delays are concerned. We're red now. Westbound lanes of 4, Maitland Boulevard to Colonial Drive. Taking a look here to the westbound lanes of the 528, the good old beach line from State Route 520 over to 417 Toll Road in the green now with a 12-minute commute time at this time. We'll send it on back to you for now.
78 yeas, 39 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Show the bill passes.
And breaking overnight, a state bill banning abortions after 15 weeks does pass the House. This is all new video of those moments when the vote came in just after midnight. That bill passing along party lines 78 to 39.
Good Day Orlando has been staying on top of the story as it developed overnight. And Fox 35's Nestor Amato is joining us live. Nestor, the governor says if this passes the Senate, he says he does intend to sign it.
That's right. Governor DeSantis has been a proponent of this controversial bill since the beginning. You know, many people went to bed last night not knowing what would happen to the bill. This morning, they're waking up knowing that it has passed. And as you mentioned, it happened after midnight, after more than 6 hours of debate.
FDOT says the I-4 express lanes will soon be ready to roll for drivers.
It's a day we never thought would come, but it's here. We are making sure that you are prepared. Our team coverage continues with Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Kristen West. She's live out in the Thunder truck this morning. And Kristen, the price of these lanes, that's not going to stay the same. Is that right?
Yes, that's what they're telling us, that the more people who use the lanes, the price is going to go up, and then the less people who use them, the prices are going to go down. But right now, Alan and I were driving through downtown Orlando. We're on I-4 westbound, and the traffic is just bumper to bumper. I want to show you what we're talking about here. There's downtown, and then you can see it's just stop and go. As we're going about 40 miles per hour right now, but you can see the cars up ahead are slowing down. And this is very typical at this time. As you get into downtown Orlando, the westbound side, the eastbound side, slow and go. Now, the express lanes are hoping to fix all that. Now, the tolls are going to start out at $3 for the entire length of the westbound stretch. So, if we hopped on those express lanes back in Longwood, that's the entry point there at State Road 434, and took it all the way down through downtown Orlando and then dumped off at Kirkman, so just south of downtown, it would cost us $3. Now, for the eastbound stretch, if you enter the express lanes from Kirkman Road, that's out near Universal and the outlets, if you hop on there and take it all the way up to Longwood, it's going to cost you $3.50. And again, that's right now. Eventually, the Florida Department of Transportation will raise or lower the cost depending on the volumes in the lanes, how many drivers are actually using them. They have these overhead digital signs that will tell you the toll rate. So before you get on the express lanes, you can see, okay, how much is it going to cost you? And then you can decide if you want to take the express lanes. Now, this again is going to be opening at the end of this month. That's what we're told. The lanes look good from this vantage point. So we're hoping that all goes well and it's smooth sailing and they open the lanes at the end of the month. And of course, we're going to be bringing you the very latest and updates on air and online. Coming up, I'm going to tell you who's allowed on the toll lanes, what is and isn't allowed on these toll lanes, and that will be in just a few minutes. For now, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Kristen. Coming up here on Good Day Orlando, pizza prices are on the rise.
The ingredients at local shops say are getting more expensive to buy. And we're checking in with Fox 35's Randy Hildreth. She's live in studio here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Well, this morning I'm breaking down the tense budget talks in Tallahassee as lawmakers hash out funding for education. Right after the break, I'll have an update on one of the more controversial pieces of that budget.
Randy, just in time for the Daytona 500 this weekend, I'm taking you inside a very unique house in East Orlando. It belongs to Renee Stella. And, well, let me see if I can knock on the door. And Renee, are you in there? Renee? Good morning, Renee. How are you? Can we come inside your house? Can I bring the TV audience? The largest collection of Jeff Gordon stuff in the world. Let's do it after the break on Good Day Orlando.
Welcome back. New this morning, the controversial spending budget proposed by Florida House Representatives has now moved forward.
And includes that line item that would shift millions away from some school districts that required students to wear masks this school year. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth joins us live in studio. And Randy, you've been following budget talks and also the pushback to this.
Hey, good morning. So $105 billion House budget passed overwhelmingly, but with some hesitation. Now, I watched a lot of the tense debate around this late Wednesday. Some lawmakers said they didn't like the idea of punishing districts by holding money they may need.
All right, Jamie, let's turn our attention to the weather, which is getting warmer.
It sure is. And yeah, going into the 80s today, tomorrow, a little brief cool down for the weekend, then right back at the 80s again. A little spring fling coming to town, if you know what I mean. Let's take a look at Daytona Beach now. Hard Rock Hotel, Daytona Beach. Beautiful images this morning. Had a little bit of light shower action around the coastal zones. It's slowly beginning to ease up now. You see we're in between tides. We're going to be peaking here soon and then dropping out through lunchtime for that low tide for the PM. All area inlets, and the outlook here for the King's Catch today is Mr. Brian B. with a jumbo-sized largemouth bass. Brian, thank you so very much. So serious, my friend, and that's a nice fish you have there. Thanks for the submission for today's King's Catch segment. Our forecast for the next 7 days, highlighting a return of 80s after a little brief weekend drop. Looks like 75 Saturday, on race day Sunday at 78 inland, a little cooler near the track there in Daytona Beach, and highs in the 80s as far as the eye can see as we move through midweek of next week. Time now to snap the sun. A beautiful scene here for you. This is down in Claremont. in South Lake County, courtesy of our good friend Denise. Denise, thank you so much. Hashtag Snap the Sun on your social media platform, Twitter, and from there, with your permission, we'll feature photos live here on Good Day Orlando. Leaving the atmosphere, heading to the pavement, we've got an issue over in Brevard County now. Looks like a tractor trailer, a semi without an actual trailer on it, red in color, involved in a fatal hit and run there at Cocoa Boulevard northbound at Peachtree. Referencing details on that, and we'll bring you the very latest as it comes into the Fox 35 newsroom. But again, a breaking situation there in Brevard County, not too far from Rockledge there, Cocoa Boulevard northbound again at Peachtree. Right now, I want to give you a live look at what's happening. This is near 436 now, westbound at I-4, and you can see the inbound and outbound lanes. So here's your outbound, here's your inbound. There's the old eyesore on I-4, still standing firm and sturdy out there. Ho, ho. We got westbound lanes and eastbound lanes at 4, Sand Lake Road to downtown. That's a 14-minute drive at this time. Got your pump patrol prices for you right now. $3.45 at the Sunoco, West Main Street and North 12th Street in Leesburg and Lake County. I think this is the first time we feature this gas station, this Sunoco. Go to our website, and we got your Gas Buddy pager right before your very eyes. Get you dialed in. The gas prices closer to home. Your source, fox35orlando.com. Check us out today. The eyesore and I-4, Amy, still standing firm and on the traffic cams right now. Over to you.
They got the windows in.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
That is progress. Making progress.
Coming up here in Good Day Orlando, it's a rise for retail.
The surge in sales that started 2022, and Fox 35's David Martin. Good morning.
Danielle, I'd like you to please personally text Jeff Gordon, number 24, because we are inside a house in East Orlando that is really dedicated to that young gentleman. We are inside Renee Stella's home here in Waterford Lakes, and I'm going to walk you into the dinette area where we're about to have some breakfast using Jeff Gordon plateware. Okay, now there are Jeff Gordon houseware items like blenders and crock pots, and oh my lord, we are going to need some coffee to show you what's coming up next. You don't want to miss this. Good Day Orlando continues in a moment.
Good Day Orlando is brought to you in part by Launch Credit Union. Go beyond.
Well, coming up here on Good Day Orlando, a woman tries to make a slow-speed getaway at Orlando International Airport.
She's not kidding. It was slow because her getaway car was actually a getaway suitcase. We're going to show you this all-new video coming up next. And Fox 35's David Martin. Hi, David.
Danielle, it's time to show you room number 1 of the personal shrine / museum to number 24, Jeff Gordon. And it's put on by our friend Renee Stella, who lives here in this house in East Orlando. Renee, good morning. Good to see you. He's got the belt, the number 24 belt. Very good. He's got the number 24 socks. Right there. Pull them all the way up. Very good. And he promises us that he has the 24 underwear. We're not going to ask him to show us that, but this is certainly impressive enough. So much to show you coming up after the break about why he does this. Don't go anywhere. Good Day Orlando continues in a moment.
The Fox 35 News app is driven by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
Good Day Orlando starts now with breaking news.
And we certainly do. Breaking right now on Good Day Orlando at 8:30. A bill on abortion bans just passed in the State House. The next move as lawmakers prepare for the battle ahead.
A small plane plummets into, look at this, a woman's lanai in Volusia County. We're going to tell you how the pilot is doing this morning.
The Ultimate Road project is starting to wrap up. A brand new express lane, several of them opening up on I-4. How you can prepare for this new drive ahead. And we can tell you that those express lanes have been tempting drivers for quite a while now. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm Danielle Knox.
And I'm Amy Koffel. Welcome to Good Day Orlando, our 8:30 half hour. Want to make sure that you are ready for opening day. The Fox 35 Storm Team is bringing you live team coverage this morning. Meteorologist Kristen West, she is driving along those express lanes in the Thunder Truck. Right now, though, let's get to Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. He's watching the skies and the roads for us this morning. Hi, Jamie.
Yeah, weather and traffic together. Amy got you covered this Thursday morning live on Good Day Orlando. Hard Rock Hotel, Daytona Beach. Beach, Cam. Right now, let's talk about the roadways. Got, unfortunately, a fatal hit and run. Cocoa Boulevard northbound at Peachtree in Brevard County. So, again, if your travels take you in that direction, we've got a left lane blocked. Police are on the hunt right now for a tractor trailer, at least the cab portion of that. There's no trailer attached to it. Red in color, again, involved in this hit and run. They're asking for the public's assistance and efforts in tracking this vehicle down, and we're doing the same here in the Fox 35 Skyfox Traffic Center. Also want to alert you to some changes now as you head out toward L.B. McLeod Road. We've got an incident there. Skyfox en route, as you can see, the underbelly of Skyfox, and a live look at 436 now, working in through Seminole County, through Altamont, and down toward Longwood. You can see the inbound and outbound lanes doing what they're doing, so our drive times correspondingly have been a little elevated, close to the 20-minute mark now from Maitland Boulevard on down to Colonial Drive. Those are westbound lanes of I-4. That's all for now. We'll send it on over to you, Amy.
All right, thank you, Jamie. We're following some breaking news from overnight. The Florida House has approved a bill that would ban abortions after 15 weeks. Fox 35 has been on top of this story throughout the morning as that vote came in shortly after midnight. Fox 35's Nestor Motto is joining us live. And Nestor, that bill is now in the hands of the state Senate.
That's right, and they could vote on it as soon as next week. But if you went to bed last night before midnight, that vote hadn't even been done at the House level. Well, after midnight, they went ahead and approved it. So this bill, what it does is bans abortions after 15 weeks.
Thank you, Nestor. We're following some breaking news into the Fox 35 newsroom. Jamie was just talking about this, a deadly hit and run crash. It happened on US 1 in Cocoa. Police are searching for the driver of the cab of a tractor trailer. They say it will have front end damage. Right now, northbound lanes of US 1 are shut down at Peachtree as they continue to collect evidence. A man was walking there when he was hit and killed by that semi cab. This is a description of it. It is a red cab. It is brown and black in color. There is no trailer. 1-800-423-TIPS if you have any information that could get you a $5,000 reward.
An unruly passenger leads police on a suitcase chase at Orlando International Airport. The video starts at the ticket counter at OIA and ends with a ride to the police station. Police got that call from Southwest, the ticket counter there, about the woman from New Jersey. The police report says she was simply too drunk to fly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the response she gave them.
I ain't do nothing, man. But I didn't do nothing wrong. They bothered me.
Well, 31-year-old Chelsea Alston could be heard yelling profanity before and after this exchange that you just heard. Then she takes off on that motorized suitcase. The officer was not concerned that she was going anywhere quickly, so he just kind of calmly followed her. Eventually, he caught up to her at the tram. This happened, by the way, back in April, and police just released this video to us. The woman is facing a long list of charges, including battery of a law enforcement officer.
Right now, crews are getting ready to remove a plane from a pool lanai in Volusia County. Take a look at this video. The ultralight tore right through that pool screen. The pilot says he was flying home from the DeLand airport when the engine stopped and he started to fall. The homeowner says her neighbor called her at work to tell her what happened. But listen to this. She is a skydiving instructor, and she has been for years.
Police officer that was here, he was like, that ultralight in your pool and it lands in the home of a skydiver. What are the odds?
Truly. I mean, isn't that crazy? Unfortunately, they just built that lanai, but it seems to be pretty sturdy. There only appears to be damage to part of it. Hopefully they have good insurance. By the way, we should mention the pilot was...
He's okay.
Yes, yeah. Minor injuries. That's important.
Absolutely.
All right, well, the I-4 express lanes, they are almost ready to open.
I know, so we want to make sure, right, that you are prepared to go. Our team coverage continues this morning with Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Kristen West. She is live in the Thunder Truck. And Kristen, good morning to you. It's good to see you this morning. We know, right, that only certain vehicles, though, are going to be allowed in these lanes.
Yes, it's not for everyone. Good morning, everyone. We are on I-4 eastbound right now. We just passed downtown Orlando. Again, we're continuing our journey eastbound into Winter Park. And so far, traffic is all right. We hit some slowdowns the closer we got to the 408, right before we got into downtown Orlando. But these express lanes set to open at the end of this month are hopefully going to relieve some of that congestion through downtown Orlando, through some of these problem spots. I do want to let you know who these express who could use the express lanes. 2 axles only. That's what we're told. Obviously, that rule, it doesn't apply to fire trucks and other emergency vehicles, but no semi trucks, RVs cannot take the express lanes. And then if you have a trailer, maybe you have a boat trailer, you cannot go on the express lanes. Now, all electronic, so there's no toll booths, so there's no cash, no toll booths. You'll need to use a SunPass and ePass, and they have a few other approved transponders. Now, tolls will start out at $3 for the entire length westbound. So what does that mean? If you're hopping on the express lanes at, let's say, State Road 434, right around there in Longwood, and you're taking it all the way down through downtown Orlando, and you're exiting right at the end, which is near Kirkman Road or exit number 74, that's going to cost you $3. Now, if you're going on the eastbound side, so if you're getting onto the express lanes from, let's say, Kirkman, and you're taking it all the way into Longwood, it's going to cost you $3.50. Now, those prices are going to change depending on volume. I'm going to talk more about that coming up at 9 o'clock. For now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Kristen, thank you. Coming up here on Good Day Orlando, the Great American Race now just days away.
We are looking ahead to all the fun and what's in store for the Daytona 500 this weekend. That story, plus prices for everything just going up, right? And now your local pizza joint is no exception, feeling the pinch as well. What that could mean for your next pizza party when we come back.
Hi, this is Ryan and Spencer Munns at Bogan Munns & Munns.
Do you know someone that makes a difference?
To nominate them for the Fox 35 Care Force segments, email fox35careforce@fox.com.
And welcome back, 8:43. We are counting down to the Great American Race on Sunday. 2 more spots are up for grabs tonight in the dual races as the rest of the field of 40 drivers is now set.
Well, this morning, the front row is officially set. It's Kyle Larson. He finished with the fastest time last night in qualifying. He is in pole position.
Well, millions of race fans flock to Daytona Beach every year, as you know, to see some of their favorite NASCAR drivers in action.
We've tracked down one of the biggest NASCAR fans around. They have quite the collection. Boy. It's another reason why we love Florida, and apparently we love Jeff Gordon too. Number 24, Fox 35's David Martin joining us live this morning to show us more. Hi, David.
Hey, David.
Yes, we do, Amy Caulfield. We do love Jeff Gordon, but not as much as Renee Stella loves Jeff Gordon. Renee, good morning. How are you?
I'm right, and you?
I'm great. Thank you for letting us into your house / shrine to number 24, Jeff Gordon. I want to show the audience some of the furnishings you have here in your front room. We have a ceiling fan dedicated to number 24. We have a couch and a blanket dedicated to 24. There's even a coffee table in the shape of a tire dedicated to Jeff. Stools here in the foreground. We got a mini fridge. Mr. Stella, what on earth have you done to your house?
Everything, the small place, NASCAR is small place.
Yeah, NASCAR is everywhere. You've got cars here. Show us your most prized possession in the room right here. The moment we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. What is it?
The Bible.
The Bible. Not just any Bible.
It's a NASCAR Bible.
But it's an actual Bible with stories from drivers and how the Bible has influenced their
Bible
life.
And everything, yeah.
And you are an ordained pastor here in town.
Yeah.
What church?
It's a Hispanic church, Iglesia de Dios, Restauración University. Anybody want to come? You know, 9300 University.
But this Sunday, you're not going to be there because this Sunday he's got tickets to the Daytona 500.
Oh, yeah, I'm off.
We're going to give you a day off.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
All right, now I know you're asking, is your bathroom dedicated to Jeff Gordon?
I have a bathroom too.
Yeah. The answer is yes, there is a bathroom dedicated to Jeff Gordon and another whole front wing we'll show you in the 9 o'clock hour. I hope you don't go anywhere. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Where's your wife? Hiding.
We were asking that. It is so funny.
Next.
I leaned over. I'm going to see what does she think about
There she is. There
We'll talk
she
to her
is. Okay. Well,
That is amazing,
That
David.
is
Okay.
love. He's adorable.
Yeah.
He's adorable. I can't wait to see the bathroom. All right. Thank you, David. Don't forget, Fox 35 is your Daytona 500 headquarters. Join us tomorrow and Sunday morning for Good Day Orlando at the track. We are going to have live driver interviews, special segments, updates leading up to the race. You can watch all of our coverage right here on Fox 35. Of course, the big Great American Race, 2:30 on Sunday afternoon. Jamie King's going to be out there with us both tomorrow and on Sunday. Jamie? I can't wait.
Yep, we'll get you covered, Amy. We want to talk weather right now and jump right into our visible satellite just to highlight that increase in some ocean-blown clouds. You can really see them here. This satellite product did a great job yesterday tracking this stuff. There are a few showers embedded within that ocean-blown cloud cover. You can see them here. At your forecast, want to give you an update on a beautiful child we call the Fox 35 Weather Babylon. It's the Weather Baby Skylar, looking good today, buddy. Of course, Mom and Dad, we want you to go to our website, fox35orlando.com. I want to see your kids from the show, so you need instructions on how to participate. Again, fox35orlando.com for the very latest. Time now for a final check of traffic for you here in the Sky Fox Traffic Center. Drive time still a little chunky right now. Westbound lanes of 4 Maitland Boulevard to Colonial Drive in the red zone at a 17-minute hop at this juncture. Eastbound lanes of 4 Sand Lake Road to downtown, 11 minutes now and in the yellow. That's all for now. More weather coverage for you at 9 a.m. as Good Day Orlando rolls on live on this Thursday morning. Back to you now.
Thank you, Jamie. Inflation nation causing some of our favorite local restaurants to have to raise their prices.
And a local pizza shop is starting to feel the pinch as well. Fox 35's Andrea Jackson joining us live now from Papa Joe's in Altamont Springs. And Dre, good morning to you. We know that the menu prices are rising there as the workers are dealing with struggles.
Yeah, Danielle, Amy, good morning to you. We were here about 6 months ago when staffing shortages and supply chain issues were really taking hold. The staffing getting a little bit better, but the supplies are still tough. I'm here with owner Mike Giambroni to talk about pizza boxes. You're telling me you have a limited supply left. How many medium-sized pizza boxes do you have left?
We probably have about 12 and a half left there, and then we're out. Can't get it from the supplier.
So you may be getting your medium pizza in a large pizza box.
Right. Yeah, and I suggest you keep your pizza boxes when you buy. Bring them back tomorrow for the, when you got to refill it.
It's crazy. Not just the pizza boxes, but the supply chain costs for goods going through the roof. Take a look. So, for instance, tomato sauce. Take a look at this. Let me just break it down for you for a second. It was $17 a case. It is now $28 a case, and they go through about 45 cases a week here at Papa Joe's. That's an extra $450 a week they're spending on just the tomato sauce for your pizza. So if that gives you any indication why your pizza is costing more, that's just one of the ingredients. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
That is crazy, Andrea.
Really is.
Wow.
Yeah, and it makes sense. You understand now why you have to pay more, but it doesn't make it easier. Coming up on Good Day Orlando, some promising news from our famous Florida manatees.
What wildlife officials are doing to save them from starving. We'll talk about that and more when we come back.
Fox 35 Allergy Index is brought to you by AQA Air Quality Assessors.
Time to meet the parents and get ready for the biggest twist yet.
How would you feel about my daughter having more than $10 million?
All new Joe Millionaire, tonight on Fox.
Welcome back to You Before the Hour, and check this out. A warning about your phone from the FBI. The agency says a growing number of crooks are stealing SIM cards.
Fox 35's Danielle Lama shows us how criminals are using those cards to then steal your information. Danielle, thank you. Well, Florida's plan to feed starving manatees in the Indian River Lagoon is moving forward this morning. Officials say, thank goodness, it now appears to be working. FWC says 50,000 pounds of lettuce has been fed to the animals since last month. As many as 500 manatees are now at the feeding site at any given time, and they're eating about 3,000 pounds of food a day. The feeding program is set to last through the end of March. We love to see that. In the beginning, remember, they weren't eating it very much.
Because they didn't know what it was.
There we go. Yay. All right, there's still much more ahead here on Fox 35.
Good Day Orlando at 9 o'clock starts right now.